It's Tuesday, and you know what that means. It's IndyCar night on iRacing. Welcome, everybody, to P1's broadcasting of their signature presentation of Round 2, Week 2 of Season 2 of 2025 of the IndyCar Oval Series. Tuesday night top split coming to you for our first crown jewel of the season. Michigan International Speedway. There you see the conditions on the racetrack at the moment. 78 degrees ambient, 115 degrees on the track temperature. Hello and welcome, everybody. I am Gary Gatto. I'm joined by Luis Gonzalez Nunez. Welcome, Luis, to another big race day here in Michigan. A top split of 52-58. And I'm expecting a big race tonight.
As always, it's going to be a big race tonight. So we have Pinheiro, Maleska, Oster, Hamilton, and also Trost back to the action in 2025 today. It's a big return because I will have a big field. You said today a straight field for 52 Sentinels. So it's going to be interesting. You know, these races with 60 laps. Mostly 30 laps is just stay on the track, and the last 20, 15 is just reaccommodate everyone to the big final, the big close to the end. So it's gonna be interesting, the race, and for sure we're gonna guarantee for sure it's gonna be a 3-wide finish, or maybe 4-wide finish, or maybe it could be a spicy incident on the end and somebody in 4th or 5th position, win the race by, I don't know, just for lucky then. But it's going to be a good race today.
Let's bring in the points with 35 seconds left to play here in qualifying. Here are the points coming into today. Dave Mitchell, with the win last week, is first, followed by Pinheiro, then Clindy, then Tyquilla Pizarro. For Porty, Taylor, Eckert, Jacob Collins, Antonio Estrada, that is your top 10. There is the remainder of your top 20. We're only 1 week into this thing, so don't panic if you're not on the first page. You will be on the first page soon enough. It is a long season.
It's not Tanner Richard today.
No, you're right.
I don't see Tanner Richard. Wow. That's a big lose today.
All right, let's get into the starting lineup. If I can cue my music right. There we go. And here is your starting grid from one of the world's fastest speedways. And surprise, surprise, well, no surprise whatsoever, Robert Malechka. It's a home game for him. Not in his home whites, but he is in his regular car, and he is on the pole to speed of 221.5. Hamilton Akabawizi right next to him at a 221.4. Oster 221.1. The Cat is up there to break up the super team sandwich at the start. The Cat is going to be located right there on the outside of row 2, the 221 flat. Brophy, Jason Brophy in the lineup with us, the 2025A Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series champion. He'll be on the inside of row 3. Last week's winner on the outside of row 3. There is Brandon Trost, the head heel, I guess everyone likes to say, I guess. I don't think of him as a heel, but he certainly likes to spice things up, and he is sporting the number 13 for row 4. Right next to him is Pinheiro, the defending Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series champion for 2025B, is on the outside of row 4. Then we got our in-race reporter, Matt Hollenbaugh, back on row 5, and Clindy on the outside of row 5. Edwards and Ponto back on row 6. Castro and Shadid, row 7. The Boss and Quilla, teammates back on row 8. Romanzini and Wetz on row 9. Collins and Green back on row 10. Miguel and Lee back in row 11, and Matt Taylor going to do the worst to first challenge back from row 12. He starts shotgun on the field.
I expected one yellow. I can see the people is really quiet. And then at the end...
calling his shots.
Yeah, and then at the end it's like everybody's going to get crazy. But yeah, I hope it's going to be a good race. Really.
23 cars on the starting lineup tonight. Getting ready to go green this time by through turns 3 and 4. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you've not done so already. Thumbs up if you would as well. And don't forget to send your donations. A link is in the Discord. Here we go. 60 laps, 120 miles, and one of the world's fastest race courses, almost purpose-built for IndyCar. Here we go. Green flag in the air. And at Michigan. And to the bottom, there goes Oster. Oster a couple seasons ago got 2 wins out of the 3 necessary. 4. We're going to go 4 wide at the line. Right behind the leaders there. Oster got 2 of the 3 wins necessary in the Triple Crown, but did not get that coveted 3rd win. Brophy down low. Castro gets muscled out.
So we forgot to mention yesterday the first one was 40-34, the top split. Adriano Pinheiro won the race, the first one, from 16. Second Fraporti and Tony Pizarro in podium.
Big run for Castro on the high side in the draft of Trost. Right in front of him, Hollenball. Castro is going to go to the inside of Trost. He's not going to follow him. He goes down low into 3 and will get that spot. He has a dirty air for Pinheiro right in front of him. And Hollenball right above him, and he slots in. Everyone getting through turns 3 and 4 nice and cleanly. A little bit further back with 3 wide at the line. Jacob Collins, Ponto, Stephen Lee. Ponto and one of Jimmy Kite's former paints from the Indy Racing League. Tony Estrada was looking for a way to take it 4 wide there. And channeling the inner Jimmy Kite, he's ripping the top. Ponto is looking for that little bit of a grip strip up there next to the wall. Underneath him is Austin Green. First time we've seen him in the top split in a while. There he is. In the, I think that's more of a NASCAR livery on an Indy car. As he cuts in front of Ty Quilla. Back up front, Oster and Malechka still continue to pull away. Or not pull away, just kind of swap the leads back and forth. Underneath Durazo is Castro. He tucks back in the 1. Everybody in single file line. Malechka, home game for him. This is a home field advantage. Anytime you're really on an oval, Malechka's in the lineup, it's kind of a bit of a home field advantage, no matter what the oval is, really.
Romanzini started from the pit, so it's really back. It's a very risk decision on Romancini to start at the pit. But sometimes when you go into green, it's a lose of time and also burn a lot of fuel. It's very far on the back.
I'm not sure if he started in the pits or just went. Caution!
Oh, yellow!
Oh gosh, we got two road racing cars involved here. Estrada and Quilla. I'm not sure if Romancini did start to the back. I think he might have fell to the back. But let's see what happens.
Austin Green. Too much. That is too much apron.
Oh.
A lot.
And Austin Green, yes, we did not see that. Then it took out two of the road racing cars. But we'll watch this time as he goes down low. And, oh, yeah, apron bad. Apron very bad. And here they goes. And boom, boom. Race is done for both Estrada and Quilla. Green out early as well, as we see Estrada spinning like a top. Quilla, his cars in pieces.
You're right about Romancini. He started on the grid, but he left too much space between him and the group. So I don't know. But now with this yellow, he can come back to the group.
So still a little early to stop. See if we're going to have any takers on pit road other than the ones that just had an incident.
I think.
Oh, here we go.
People on the back.
Here we go. Everyone. And wow, Pinero is going to stay out. Stephen Lee is going to stay out. Shadid, no, not Shadid. Shadid's coming down pit road. I think that's Dave Mitchell staying out.
Miguel Taylor.
Okay. So Trey Shadid is coming in, and also Mitchell is. So we'll sort the field out here as we watch the leaders all come down to pit road. And wow! Hamilton totally whiffed on his spot.
Oh. Maybe
that is an unlikely mistake from a very high-quality driver there. I mean, it is Michigan. He can get those positions back pretty quickly, but now he's kind of put himself in the mid-pack.
Broffin and the pits waited to the end. It's like, you know what? Again, the last 15, 20 laps is the most important. The first 40 is just survive and stay on the track and give it the pace, and just make it laps. That's why all these big guys just, it's okay, just waiting for the end. And we're gonna fight it for the last 10 or 15 laps.
Also, big time track position gain for Pinero, Stephen Lee, Miguel Taylor, and Romancini. They're going to be our top five, although Taylor, thinking better against it and coming down pit road, he will go ahead and put his scheduled stop in here as well. And real quick, before we go, Green, if you enjoy P1's coverage of the iRacing IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday Night Top Split and respect the stream, please do us a solid. Make sure, if you're unable to support us by donating to the broadcast, the next best thing to do is support us by subscribing. And don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss out on future P1 iRacing broadcasts, including our Wednesday night doubleheader tomorrow.
So yeah, the iRacing and FIS.
Yeah, Horizon IndyCar Series and the Formula Indy Series tomorrow. And if you watched our Monday broadcast at on the Open Series at Virginia, you'll get to see Virginia again for the Formula Indy Series, as they have only a few more weeks to go before they crown a champion. We got some Road to Indy guys, real life Road to Indy guys in the lineup over there.
And the Harrison is going to Kentucky.
Getting ready to go green at lap 10. Chat saying that this is a good place to pit here. So we shall see if chat's right as the top 5 kind of shaking things up. It's Pinero, Lee, Miguel, Romanzini. Your top 4 with P5, Robert Malechka. How much time is he going to spend back there saving fuel before he comes forward? How much time up front are those guys going to cooperate and try to save on fuel? Only 11 laps into their opening stints. Stephen Lee not wasting any time, going to the bottom of the racetrack in the 1. He clears Pinero, and we have a new leader. Stephen Lee does very well at these drafting race courses. Here's our in-race reporter, Matt Hollenbaugh, back there in 9th. He's behind Oster. We did not bring him up in the chat. We will bring him up if we get another caution next time.
I think so. It's not there.
He's not there?
No, it's not there.
Not there? Okay.
So Tony Serra said, well, that was dumb. I think so. It wasn't dumb. It just unfortunately.
Yeah. But further back, Cabo Easy and Trost getting close and personal. Trost, the winner of the Oval Series 2 seasons ago. We didn't see him at all last season. He is back to try to defend that title against Robert Malechka, who's the defending champion from last season. Castro back up into the mix. He's not wasting any time. In fact, he goes purple that time by a 2:22.2.
Just going very fast, but some point, yeah, he hold it. He hold the position. They don't want to get in trouble. Just leave it. These 2 guys push it. Yeah, that's the best for him.
Stephen Lee goes to the bottom. I think Castro might want to follow him through. Castro comes alongside of Pinero, thinks better of it. On the high side is Miguel. Miguel's going to get a bit of a run on the high side coming off of 2, down the back straightaway. Pinero winner last week in the Elite Racing League's Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series at Barber. Surprise victory, but still his 4th victory on a road course. And he is now the points leader as we go to our next race next week at Long Beach. That's next Thursday over on Elite Racing Network.
Like Adriano said, it's my favorite track. It's the Long Beach. It's the like Monaco in Formula 1. So it's my favorite track. That's what he said.
I don't know a lot of people that call Long Beach their favorite track, but if you can call it your favorite track, maybe we see a career win number 5 for him on the road course in the Elite Racing League.
Oh, maybe you're crazy. I don't know. Very, very hard. Long Beach is very bumpy. Even close on the Monaco, because Monaco always have a new pavement over there, a new surface or whatever his name. But like at Toronto or all the road or circuit, Rose course circuit is bumpy and it's not changed for a while.
Jason Brophy purple that time by 2:22.3. So you tell me, I don't know if you were an IndyCar fan at all back when they used to run the old Long Beach course. Are you a fan of going around that fountain, or not a fan of going around the fountain?
I don't fan for that because it's a lot of incidents over there. It's a lot of like traffic. You have to wait for the car on the front. The other one is just turn to the right and just keep going the track, because they use that track for Formula One. So always remember the people of Formula One that track. So the new one is like it's okay, but the only that thing is you cannot even put two cars on there. So if you put two cars, the car is going to the wall, and you have to wait for the car to the left. Sorry, left. You have to wait for the car to the right to give you at least a little bit too fast. Especially in racing. In racing, it doesn't care, but in real life, it's like you have to a lot of precaution for that.
I'm a fan of the old course. To nobody's surprise. To nobody's the one that Al Jr. won 4 straight at. That's the one I'm a fan of. Watching right now, Jacob Oster's moved up through the field. He is now 4th, ahead of Miguel in 5th. Klindy is in 6th. Roman Zini in 8th. Alechka in 6th now. Klindy in 7th. Trost to the bottom, looking for a couple positions. He's going to try to make it rotate, and he's going to slide in front of the Brazilian. He lets him get the position. Then he slides in between a gap that's barely big enough for his car there. Oh, Cat gets a run on the outside.
Yeah, I have a big momentum, and Trost didn't see that. So at least I give you the position. No, sorry, he didn't block him. That's good for him.
The IndyCar track record here at Michigan, set by Paul Tracy in 2000. Yeah, it was set 25 years ago with a speed of 234.9. Your all-time race winners here is Rutherford with 4, Bobby Unser, Uncle Bobby that is, Mario Andretti, A.J. Foyt, Rick Mears, Bobby Rahal each have 3. Gaius Goodyear, Michael Andretti, Al Sr., and Tony Kanaan each have 2. Now, before they held the 500-mile race here, USAC often would have 100 and 200 lap or 100 and 200 mile sprint races here. That's where a lot of the names, you're like, I don't remember Danny and Gaius winning the Michigan 500. Well, he didn't. The very first Michigan 500 was in 81. That was won by Pancho Carter. And this place was the substitute track to Ontario after Ontario closed. The rule there is now Castro is the new leader, is do not open a racetrack in Southern California unless it's a temporary road course. Otherwise, it will probably be closed because the land it sits on is too expensive.
So, why they put Pancho Carter to Carter? So it's not even close to Pancho. But I thought when they have the name was Pancho Carter. I thought it was Mexican or whatever. Or maybe
no, he's from Indiana. He's as Hoosier as me. And that was just kind of his nickname, Pancho. Former pole sitter at Indianapolis in 1985. Gosh, that's now the 40th anniversary of that race coming up this year with the spin and win with Danny Sullivan.
74 years old.
Pancho Carter? Oh, yeah. Now, Pancho actually was the spotter for Sam Hornish for many of his victories. In fact, I think his very first 2 IndyCar championships when he was racing for Panther Racing. I think Pancho was the spotter. But this track was really kind of known for giving racers their first wins. Pancho Carter got his first and only IndyCar win here. John Paul Jr. got his first IndyCar win here, first of all, two. His second win didn't come to many, many years later when he was part of the Indy Racing League at Texas. Scott Goodyear got his first win here when he followed up his second place at Indianapolis with his first win here in '92. A mini first time. Scott Pruitt got his first win here in a great race between him and Allenser Jr. That's a great race. Go back and check that one out.
Pruitt. Oh, Scott Pruitt.
Got Pruitt, yeah.
I just remember Scott Pruitt in the Rolex IMSA, whatever it's not the name.
It was the first win for Firestone, the Firestone car actually, when he was racing for Pat Patrick. Yeah, many dry racers got their first time wins here at Michigan. I think Thomas Schechner got his first win here.
Thomas Schechner, yeah. The son of the Formula One champion, Roddy Schechner. Yeah.
Yep.
With Ferrari.
So Jacob Oster goes to the bottom and to the lead in front of Castro, slides up in front of him. Castro slides down the backstretch. Now we're going to go 3 wide as it starts getting exciting now as we're now into the second half of this race. Here comes Clendy. Clendy has worked his way up very quietly. We've been watching his movement forward. Oh, everyone getting a little antsy coming off of corner number 4 there, running out of racetrack.
Oster hits the wall and almost good respect.
Oh, cars in the wall. Jacob Collins, Durazo.
Oh, no.
Durazo's one of them. Logan Edwards is one of them.
Oh, Durazo. Okay, Durazo is sucking in the... I don't know if it's a good word for it, but...
and he got help because he hit the wall, and unfortunately, Trost got into the back of him.
Oh.
And Logan Edwards that's what's the closing rate of these cars. Watch this again. We'll go back a little bit further. We'll watch from Logan Edwards' point of view as he's in corner number 3 and 4 now, coming down the main straight, and all this happens in front of him. So what Durazo's trying to do, the cat, he's trying to get up there as high as possible to make this turn in to make a late apex, and he catches just a little bit too much of the wall as he was turning in, and then Trost behind him gets into him, and Cat comes off the wall and right down into Logan. Oh, bummer.
So that's unfortunate because you have a Trost on the front. You're going 220 over miles per hour, so you don't have any chance to brake. Because you have only one chance to brake. If you brake, it's happened to Trost. Trost cannot go fly over.
Well, yeah, Trost is fortunate because he could come to pit road, and I believe he is missing a portion of his front wing. His left, his right wing plane is missing off the nose, so he will get that replaced. But it's a 5-second penalty on pit road, which it would kind of be that way in a real race anyways. They have quick release screws that the crew members can very quickly grab a new nose. Oh, Brophy misses his spot big time. Clendy comes off.
And also Matt lost Mark II. Matt Hollibuck.
And again, checking, see if Matt Holliball is available. He is not. We would call him up and we would ask him about that. But Clendy comes off pit road as your victor. Pinero second. Castro comes in as your leader, but he goes back to third. Oster in fourth. Moletska in fifth. Dave Mitchell sixth. Cabo Wheezy back in seventh. Matt Taylor in eighth. Roman Zini in ninth. And Jacob Collins, who I thought was in that wreck, he was not. So, Jacob Collins fans, a heart attack averted there. Sorry. He is in 10th, so he's looking very good for the second half of this race. And if you're just joining us, this is P1's coverage of the IndyCar Oval Series. Tuesday night top split coming to you from Michigan, where we're just past the halfway point at lap 34 of scheduled 60. If you're enjoying tonight's coverage and would like to monetarily support us, please find our GoFundMe campaign link in the stream description and donate to our 2025 broadcast fund. We do this for free on behalf of the community. You do realize times are tough. We do know the cost of eggs. Trust me, we hear about it every day. So we realize no matter the donation, no matter the amount, it is greatly appreciated. Hey, in December, P1 Broadcasting becomes a primetime home for Happy Hour at the Brickyard, your nightly destination for all the action leading up to the prestigious PRI Hoosier 500, the last kiss of the bricks for 2025 starts here. The countdown is on. Everybody pucker up and don't miss a second of the action. You want to like, you want to share, and you want to subscribe to stay locked in. And we'll see you in December when we bring you the action for the PRI Hoosier 500 right here on P1. We got some people out there burning some fuel.
The last kiss on winter. I don't know how you want to kiss the wall. The brakes in winter, but it's going to be interesting.
I don't think your lips are going to freeze to the bricks like that in the Christmas Story. That kid, when he licked the pole, his tongue stuck to the pole. I don't know if you saw that movie.
It's like Dumb and Dumber.
That was a pretty dumb movie, too.
Yeah.
Going green as we're watching Brandon Tues try to burn off some fuel. He has too much on board, trying to make himself lighter.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag in the air. It's Clindy, Pinero, Castro, Oster, and Malecka, your top five into one, lap 36. People in chats screaming out for Clindy.
I think that the race is still not on. I think maybe 10 more laps. The people like Atros, maybe Max gonna be on the front. Brophy now in 17. When you see Brophy on the front, it's because the race is on.
3 wide at the line with Trost down low. Jacob Collins in the middle. Oh, Taylor up high, and I think he might be scrubbing against the wall a little bit. That cost him some momentum. He's back to 15th.
He lost the front wing over there.
Oh, he did.
You have a contact with Romancini? No, he lost the wing before. Oh, he got the wing in turn 4.
There was a contact coming to green?
Romancini hit the wall, and Matt Taylor cannot avoid that contact, so that's why.
Taylor, a winner last season at Richmond. Here comes Pinero, taking a look to the inside, tucks back in. We're going to go 3 wide for the lead. Clindy, Oster, Castro. Oster underneath Clindy into 1. Oh, here comes Pinero.
Wow.
He just sends it on the bottom to the front.
Nice. Whoa, almost.
Oh, Castro slide into the inside wall.
It's yellow. By himself. Oh, no, he have a net code with Oster.
Look how much, and Pinero grabbed even a little bit of the apron there, but we'll watch Castro here as he comes off the corners, down the low groove, side by side with Oster, and he comes up. I don't know if he expected Oster to be that far off the wall. I think Oster is trying to set up a pass to the inside on Pinero, and that is sending Castro to the inside, and it is day done. And the Red Bull farm team entry. hey, Andre, we can get you an IndyCar livery if you really want one. We can. But unfortunately,
big save on the Pinheiro.
Yeah, big So we are now back under caution at lap 40 of 60.
So yeah, Netcolor and Ulster make Castro out of the race. So now we have a game on with maybe 18 to go, something like that.
Yeah, at 21, we're hitting the line right now. It'll be 20 to go. Yeah, I was actually looking in chat. There, someone said where a crash on the apron brings out a caution. I was kind of actually surprised that we got a caution there, being that it was out of the racing line. But yeah, every track's a little bit different.
For example, Fontana is, if you hold it on the apron, sorry, in the apron when you hit, it's no caution. Sometimes is here make the caution, but it's weird.
Riding with Matt Hollabaugh in 9th spot, and what he's doing right there is trying to burn off some extra fuel. So he has too much fuel in his car to get to the end. Now, that sounds strange to say, but that's too much fuel to get to the end. How much fuel do you need to get to the end? The answer to that question is just enough. I don't know how much that is, but the answer to that question is just enough. So in this case, he has too much. So he's trying to pin the car up against the rev limiter to burn some of that fuel off to save on some precious weight. Weight is everything in these cars. Lights are still on the pace car. We're looking at least another lap before we go green. We'll reset the field, and hopefully we're looking at a sprint to the finish. It is Pinero, the defending Elite Racing League's Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series champion. In fact, the last two Elite Racing League's Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series champions in the lineup. Here is Adriano in first, and Jason Brophy back there in 14th. I guess they're both reigning and defending champions because Brophy never came back to defend. So, yeah, he's, I guess, still a champion. He's never had anyone beat him again for it.
Yeah, I guess. It's like a Nico Rosberg in Formula One. He retired.
Yeah.
He said that's too dangerous. I don't know why he retired. He have a good car for the
Go
next
out on
season.
top. Go out on top.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's pretty good to finish on top and just
It's like
go.
Sam Hanks at Indianapolis. I win the 500. I'm out. I'm out.
Nice.
Well, we're coming to green this time by it is Pinero, then Jacob Oster, who has finished on the podium in second spot a number of times in the IndyCar Oval Series Championship. Won 2 legs of the Triple Crown 2 seasons ago. Did not win that third leg. Looking to get the first leg for this season in the books before we head to the other Triple Crown races this season. Indianapolis, of course, being one. You can find them in the schedule. Indianapolis and Fontana at the end of the season is the third Triple Crown. Clindy, he is your champion of the ISRA Open Wheel Series.
Green flag, green flag.
Wow, too many champions over this.
Newly
race.
crowned champion of the ISRA Open Wheel Series, and then our defending IndyCar iRacing IndyCar Oval Series champion Robert Mileska, and right behind him is our points leader, Dave Mitchell.
So I think so. We are getting on. So now Profin is coming to the front. Matt's coming to the front, and we waiting for Profin. Maybe in 3 or 4 more laps, he's gonna be on the front, and we're gonna have a battle between all of these
Let's get it
big
on
guys.
bottom. He just sends it. He says he's had enough time following, enough fuel saved. He wants to go to the
Whoa.
front.
Wow, be careful. The exit on turn 2 almost lose the car. So Glendy go to the front now. Look at the names. It's just missing Profit on the front.
Brophy will get there. He's got plenty of time.
Yeah, but look at that. That's 6 cars on the front.
And pretty soon, part of this is going to be, he's there already. There's a Kabaweezy, and then we're going to have Trost and Hollabaugh here. And then we're going to have Jacob Collins here in this battle, and then we'll have, this is going to be interesting. We're going to have 13 cars under a blanket here very shortly.
On the back, Stephen Lee in the main straight, he tried to follow the car on the front.
Oh!
And Miguel closed it and blocking, and game over for Miguel and also for Stephen Lee on the back.
And now I said Dave Mitchell. Mitch is in contention there. Mitch has the itch, and there he is in the center as he's on the high side right there. And now he's on the high side. He was in the middle with Clindy on the high side. Here comes a Kabaweezy. Here comes Oster. Pinero just kind of scoping things out as we're going to go 4 wide like a parade lap at the start of a dirt track race. Still 4 wide coming off the corner. Gets tight, and they sort it out. Good job, guys.
So the question is, what else? For example, Pinheiro was over there, and what else I can do? Is this wall with these 4 guys on the front? How are you gonna make the pass? So everyone needs to go on the front, but it's hard. It's hard.
I think Pinheiro is trying to make some progress on the high side. Oh, dirty air, lots of dirty air. Oh.
I'm really surprised about Maleska.
Trost! Trost holds it! Now he loses control! And now we're under caution! What happened there? He didn't hit a thing.
He tried to avoid the Matt. Matt left the car, Matt, and that's why. That's what you have to. That's what you have to prevent when you're going over the 230 miles per hour.
Yeah, here we go. And actually, the driver input's not going to be helpful here.
Whoa, Ponto, nice save.
Yeah, he just the closing rate, and then he's clawing for all it's worth to keep this thing straight, and he actually had it. And then the back end comes around. By that point, he might have lost enough momentum to keep himself off the wall. And yeah, there we go.
But it's kind of weird because you can use the brake a little bit. Just kind of a little bit touch of the brake, and you have nothing to do because you have a lot of space on Jacob Collins on the back.
Here we go. This is going to be interesting. A lot of drivers coming in for those final set of tires. Led by Hamilton Akabueasy and Adriano Pinheiro. So if you're not very familiar with the IndyCar Oval Series rules, the rule set 4 to 9, of course, this is a 2-mile D-shaped oval. We're doing 60 laps, 120 race miles, no fast repairs, 55 miles per hour on pit road speed limit. The one rule that doesn't really get looked at very often as Pinheiro goes to the front. How did he not speed there? That was very good. There are 3 sets of tires given to these drivers for the race. You get 1 that you start with, and then 2 in the pits. A lot of times, this is a lot of the races for the Oval Series. It's a one-stop race, so a lot of times that last set of tires goes unused. But you're looking at a situation now where the teams are going to go ahead and with 10 to go, with less than 10 to go, when they go green, they're going to be on fresh tires versus everyone else in front of them on 16-lap old tires. Unless you're Matt Taylor, who stayed out also. He's in 6th spot. Actually, did he come to pit road? I don't think he did. Where is he? He did not come to pit road, so he is on 9-lap old tires. So he's on fairly young tires versus what's in front of him. Shadid, Oster, Mitchell, Clindy, Robert, each on 16-lap old tires. Everyone behind Taylor, fresh set of rubber.
Do you think 60 laps, the old tire in Michigan is make effect for something or make something handicap or win something? I guess for the first and second car, it's not affect too much. Maybe for the third to the back, to all of the back, so maybe affect something. But I saw Maleska to stay on the line, on the IRL line, on the first line on the track. He don't have a problem. But we will see if his works stay out now.
Lights are out on the pace car. We're going to go green with 9 laps to go. 18 miles to decide it. Everybody on the racetrack is still in contention on the lead lap. That's from P1 all the way back to P15, where you see Brandon Trost back there. Brandon Trost, if he can win tonight, will get win number 1,167 of his career if he can win tonight. But he has to come back from a long way to do it.
You have to put a rocket. He's back to come out the front.
And don't forget, P1 will be back here in June, on June 7th, for the P1 600. It's not 600 miles, don't worry. It's 600 kilometers. We'll have a race here. Invite only, special invitation. And we'll be putting the sign up for that here soon. Be on the lookout for it. Green flag. Hopefully this brings us to the finish. 9 to go here at Michigan as Robert gets a big jump, and he's trying to break the draft already in the 1. Here comes Clindy. Here comes Mitch. Oster is right with him.
Try to reheat the tires to go back. That makes sense for him.
Clindy tries to get the momentum to go around on the high side. He can't quite clear them. Oh, Oster thought about sending it up the middle. Clindy's like, no, he shuts the door. How much is Oster going to help Robert? How much is he going to be a wing, or how much does he want to have the win? So is he going to wingman, or is he going to get the win here? He's going to try to go up the middle. Clindy is not giving him a lot of space. Whoa, they got really close there on the entry to 3. And Oster to the top and to the lead.
And now is the time, Adriano, to thinking about it, which line I can use. Because I have a 4. Oh, that's close with Drake.
Pinero goes purple that lap. 2:24.1.
Uh-oh. So now what? Where? Now where? Yeah, exactly. So you cannot do nothing else. So that's the bet. Oh, that's close again. So Clendy and Oster. So I think.
Let's ride with Pinero. Let's just ride with Pinero. Where do you go? Where do you go? Oh, he's going to go up high. He is going to go. We're going to go 4 wide.
Let's see if he can hold it. For sure, they're not going to hold it, but he need to stay over there or try
we're
to
still
hold
4 wide off the corner. Yeah, he needs to stay there. And we're still 4 wide. Now we're 4 wide going into 3 and 4. Now he slots in behind Clindy.
Wow. So we have a 2-4 wides.
Trost 2:24.1 purple lap. Trost goes from the top to the bottom, and he picks up 4 spots. And he slides up in front of everybody.
And it's coming now.
5 to go. 4 to go now. 8 miles to decide it here at Michigan. wheel to wheel. Some of the best that drive these cars up in the front, and our points leader, Dave Mitchell, to the inside wall. And no caution. For some reason, we get no caution this time. That probably would have closed the race out, but we're still racing up front. Here comes Akabawizi to the bottom underneath Clindy.
Contact with Matt Hollebot. That wasn't echoed. That was legit contact over there.
Hollenball to the inside of Trost. We're 4 wide going into the corner right in front of him. It is Pinero. Now we might go 5 wide as Brophy is there. I told you it's just a matter of time before Brophy gets there. Oh, contact!
No, Clendy! No, Clendy, no! Oh, nice save! And Pinero starts to drop back.
I don't know, maybe Pinero saw some action that he didn't want to have a part of and tries to do a reset. 2 to
No, he
go.
have a front wing damage.
Oh no, he's missing the entire front nose for Pinero.
Contact with Clendy. Oh, but net code. Wow.
All right, here we come to the white flag. Oh, Trost. He's trying to thread the needle there.
That was close.
It is Maletska, Oster, Clindy, Brophy, Akabawizi, Trost, Taylor, Hollenbaugh. Not out of this yet as Shadid and Collins 3 wide into 3 and 4. Coming to the checkered flag, and I don't think, and they're wrecking behind, but they're going to come to the checkered flag. Clindy to the bottom, and Robert wins. He'll win the first leg of the Triple Crown, and I think Oster finishes second, and Clindy did his best to try to get second, but he comes home third.
Brandon Trost went high on the corner. Hamilton hit the roughing, and Matt Taylor 3 cars out, and Bromancini saved it.
And we'll real quick watch the action there of what happened. Brophy, Taylor. See what happened one more time. I think Taylor might have got contact between Trost and Akabawizi, sends him up, and Taylor just kind of gets collected as Romanzini, and we've got to watch from Romanzini's point of view.
Yes, you have to.
At this point, he's thinking, "My gosh, I'm not in that battle. This is okay. I'm just gonna ride this out. This is the best finish I'm gonna get." And yeah, he didn't realize how much extra work he still has yet to do in front of him. Here they go. Watch this: 3 wide, 4 wide in front of him. And there's the contact. And now where do I go? I'm coming to the checkered flag. Cars flipping. Oh. I don't want to go down pit road. I want to get back on the racetrack. Today's Long Hair brought to you by Bruno Romanzini. Up the racetrack and to the checkered flag.
The spice is gonna be after this race today.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that the community Discord is gonna be a little spicy. We'll see how we do here. And here are the final results from Michigan. Robert Maletska, home game, home win, defends the home turf. He's your winner today by 0.031 of a second over Jacob Oster. Clindy in third, Trost in fourth, Hollenbaugh fifth. Good run for him. Shadid in sixth, Collins in seventh, Wetz in eighth. Very quiet race for him. Nice top 10 finish. Ponto in ninth, Romanzini in 10th. You saw the work Romanzini had to put in. Panero, Brophy, Taylor, Kamawizi, Mitchell, your top 15. Lee, Miguel, Castro, Durazo, Edwards, your top 20. And then Estrada, Quilla, and Green in that early incident, one of the first cautions that we had, rounds out the remainder of our 23-car field.
So in 45 minutes, we see Roy Maleska won for the pole. Pretty good race, though.
And your LGN driver of the race is Jacob Collins, up 12 spots.
It is. But I'm going to give you the mention also for Romancini for the big save. Because if it's me, I gone through the pit road, to be honest. It's like I don't have nothing more to do. So, boom. But he put the car to the right. Pretty good, though.
And we will get some replays queued up here momentarily. We don't want the points. We want, get rid of that. There we go. All right, let's check out the interview room and see who all wants to talk. Clindy is in there right now. We'll bring him up now.
Yes.
Clindy, congratulations to P3. Kind of the second verse, same as the first. Second verse, same as the first. Third verse, same as the first. Fourth verse, same as the first. As soon as you get Oster and Maleska in front of you, it just seems like they always just somehow lock out who's ever in third spot.
Yeah, I just need a couple more of my teammates to show up to these Tuesday night events and not get killed by people on the apron. And you know what? We'll be locking out the podium. We're just as good as them. I mean, Ty Keela has really developed into a really good driver. And if the Europe time change would happen a little faster, he could make this race. And the three of us I know can go toe-to-toe with those guys. I just knew as soon as Rob was weaving on that restart, he was putting himself in a position to let Oster capitalize. And if I were to run in that second lane, Rob and Jacob were just going to team up on me, and I figured my best bet was just to run high, build the runs, and hope for a caution at the right time where I had jumped them and was in the lead, because I was in the lead at the end of every straightaway. So, you know, I would take the lead 10% of a lap, and I'm just playing a gamble game and hoping we get the yellow at the right time. But, you know, Rob and Jacob, they're amazing to race with. So is Hamilton and Adriano and Brophy. Everybody up there did great tonight, except for one newcomer to the series for this season. And I'll let the chat draw their own conclusions on who that might be. So, you know, it's so great to be able to race so hard and elbows out with these guys and know that we're all going to take care of each other, because we do. You know, netcode gets in the way sometimes, but you know, it's just an absolute blast sharing the track with these guys, and to come home third behind two of the best pros on ovals in the world shows what I'm capable of. And, you know, the fact that they have to work together to beat me, I think says a lot about my talent and about where I rank in the championship and why I will rightfully be at the top of the standings after this week.
Shout outs, friends, family, sponsors. You had a lot of people in chat cheering you on, so give them a shout out back. I'm sure they would appreciate it.
Well, you know, April's coming up, so you got a lot of work to do for the month of May. So, you know, really look forward to that month and everything that comes with it, and all my teammates and our alliance teammates that we're building out. So, you know, as we build connections and people realize that Rogue Racing is here to stay and we're really for real, it'll be definitely very cool to be able to build and be competitive when we get to Indianapolis. Very excited to meet my teammates in real life, and shout out to them all. Brian Campbell was in our chat tonight for the first time in months, so I was trying to put on for my buddy, give him something cool to watch. And I know my mom and dad are watching at home, along with all my friends and family back home in Illinois. But I got to thank my sponsors, the Votive Racing League. We race Sunday nights for free. Get in touch with me or with Shane Coker, and we can get you registered and ready to race, ready to go. Sunday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And that's absolutely a blast. It's free. Come on, enjoy, and I'll give you some coaching if you need it to get up to speed. And thanks to Segerman Farms for corn and agribusiness solutions in Mononk, Illinois. So, yeah, just very happy to have such a great race. And I'll let you talk to the people who did better than me, because they deserve it.
You got it. We'll catch you the next one. Clindy, you take care.
You too. See you guys.
And we'll move him on down. Now we'll bring in Jacob here. And here is Jacob Oster, P2 here today by the slimmest of all margins. But it's really tough to beat Robert on his home track. Talk about your race.
Well, it's Michigan's 2-mile track. You're basically just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And we did. And I knew that really the only chance for me was to lock it out the bottom with Rob and then just see what happened from there. If we had about 5 more laps, I think I prevail. But with that bump draft coming to 2 to go, my momentum kind of just got neutralized. And I didn't have enough time to build it back up for the last lap. So we just end how we end.
Are you kind of an advocate for having like slightly longer races here? It's 60 laps. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing 65. Would you?
I don't really think it's the overall race length. I think the problem is people driving and getting cautions at random times. That's the main issue because, we normally in fixed have the problem with caution comes out in the middle of a fuel run and it's just a massive fuel save, or it comes out with 5 to go and you never get to finish the race. I would like a full length one. If this went caution free, would have been a whole lot more fun, but it happens.
We hear you. We hear you. Well, congratulations on the P2. Any shout outs, any friends, family, sponsors you want to say hi to?
Oh, first I want to say my condolences to Justin Petshire on the loss of his father. I know that's really hard for him. So hopefully this race made him feel a little better. I know it was interesting for us, but everyone that was in the Discord with me, with Rob, Hamilton, Jason, I know Hamilton and Jason did not make it out of turn 4, but it's always fun to race with Rob, and it's good to know that I can trust someone down there in the bottom to not kill me.
Understand. Well, congratulations on the P2, and we'll catch you at the next one. It's always good to have you in the lineup.
All right. Thank you, guys.
See ya. And that is Jacob Oster. And yes, that is the unfortunately the word that I have kind of been dreading. I have not heard officially. So LGN, of course, we do send our thoughts and prayers. Of course, everything that we can send from my family to his on the loss of his father. Very sorry to hear that. We gave him the night off because he needed the time, but we didn't know there was a loss there. So that is must have come up here recently. So again, Justin, we're extremely sorry, and we obviously send our best wishes to you and your family. Let me bring up Robert Molechka real quick and bring him in to chat. Here he is. Robert Molechka, like I was saying, there's certain things in life, taxes being one of them, and Robert Molechka winning at Michigan seems to be the other certainty in life. Defending the home turf, as always. Congratulations on the win. Kind of just early portion of the race, you're just kind of hanging out in the back, and then with the 20 or 30 or so to go, it's like, oh, it's time to go and move forward, get the lead, and kind of dominate from there on out.
Yeah, obviously, first off, thoughts and prayers with Justin and his family, going through a difficult time, and hopefully we provide some entertainment for him and, put on one hell of a show. But yeah, I guess typical Michigan, right, where, the top line's pretty dominant, if you don't make the bottom work, you lose a lot of spots quickly. So kind of rode around there, kind of protected my car as much as I could. I guess the checkups actually were quite bad today, and I don't know whether it was due to driving or setup or weather, whatever it was. But yeah, it really had to be on your toes there for a lot of that race, just because the runs were large and the checkups were large as well. So yeah, rode around, knew I could maybe hang it on the bottom there, and honestly, I somehow did. I didn't really think it was possible for a bit there, because I was probably the hardest I've had to drive in one of these races for a while, just to kind of win it. Yeah, I was really loose that whole time on the bottom, and luckily, I had guys that I could trust around me, and was able to come out on top.
This is the first leg of the Triple Crown, unofficial Triple Crown, of course. I'm the only one that keeps track of it, really. But you get that one done, and still looking at Indianapolis, which you're the king of. And then, of course, the big wild card is Fontana later in the season. So in the prime seat for that. Also, big strength of field here today, looking to go up in the points championship. So all in all, not a bad night at all for Robert, and also, of course, defending the home turf. Any shout-outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone want to say hi to before we let you go?
Yeah, I guess shout out to Jacob and Hamilton and Jason for hanging out. Shout out to everyone showing up, making a really good SOF, and Brandon Truss is back, I guess. So the races are going to be god awful from now on. So yeah.
All right. Well, we will check you out the next one. We're heading to Gateway next, but enjoy the win for the time being.
Yep. Thank you guys. Take care.
Yeah. The waiting for interview channel might be kind of interesting right now.
It's like I have this comment. I already thinking about that. So yeah.
Everyone, after these races, it's more than just a video game, and after these races, kind of you get get everybody kind of worked up a little bit, and and it gets a little spicy. So I'd imagine, if the voice channel's spicy, I would have only imagined that the Discord may be a little bit more spicy. But nothing aside, I mean, everyone was fighting hard for the win.
If everyone in fight hard, especially I said the first 40 laps is nothing to comment.
Yeah.
It's just stay around. Some people is take the apron, jellos, blah blah. But the main it was the last 20, 15, 10 laps when the people play hard or just driving hard, and this group, IndyCar community is like it's like a big house with all of these people, and somebody have a friend, somebody don't talk with nobody, and everybody have a problem with somebody. So it's like this is the big community house with everybody have a. I don't want to talk with them. I just come into the kitchen and do my stuff and don't talk to nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them have a friends. That's the thing. This is the community, and this is the family. So all the family. No, to be honest, no, it's not family have a perfect stuff. So it's really everybody is have a problems for something specific and small. So this is the community we have. Maybe NASCAR is worse for sure. I already raced it with the NASCAR people in IndyCar, and it's really, really hard to drive it. It's really toxic. So toxic. At least this community is like we are friends, and we take care for each other. So that's what Maleska said. I have these people inside. I really trusted them. In my time, I trust my people. When I go inside with Demerit or Henry Bennett or Adriano also too, or sometimes with Trechadit or Maleska inside. So it's really that the feeling you have when you have inside always or outside in your thing. So like I said, this is a big house with community, and everybody take care of each other. And just my condolence for Justin for his loss. And it's really hard, and I really don't pass yet for that feeling, but I pass for my grandfather's, and it's hard. So I hope it's get soon. It's never gonna be soon. So always you're gonna lose when you lose somebody close, like your father is forever. And I hope to see you soon. If it's taking more, just don't worry about it, and we're gonna stay here. So. Yeah, so nothing more for me about the race. Pretty good race, and see you for sure next Tuesday. I don't know what's gonna be.
Gateway.
Oh, that's pretty good. I like a Gateway. Actually,
It'll be a good race. It always is.
Next Tuesday.
Yep. So that's it for tonight. Once again, your podium from Michigan, Robert Malechka getting the win in the first leg of the P1 Triple Crown Challenge. Jacob Oster comes home second, Clindy in third. Join us again next week for round 3, week 3 of season 2 of 2025 of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday Night Top Split as the teams and drivers head to Worldwide Technology Raceway at Gateway. Coverage begins around 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, that's 8:15 p.m. Eastern. Remember, time change, new season. So as always, for the correct broadcast time in your area, You can find everything right here at YouTube at youtube.com/@P1 Broadcasting. Hey, we love bringing these races to you, but not easy and require time and money to produce. Because of your generosity and donations, I've been able to bring you IndyCar Oval action nearly sponsor-free. If you share our passion for the sport of IndyCar and have enjoyed our coverage of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split, please take time to visit our GoFundMe page. The link is in the description, and you can donate to our 2025 broadcast fund. We realize times are tough, so any contribution would be greatly appreciated. We want to thank you for watching and making us a part of your Tuesday evenings each and every week. Now, as you know, the YouTube algorithm game's not an easy one, so please help support P1 with the weekly grind. Leave a comment below. Let us know your thought of tonight's race. If you enjoyed tonight's coverage, support us by smashing like in the video. If you're new, click subscribe, and while you're at it, hit the bell for weekly reminders so don't miss out on more of P1's other iRacing programming, including tomorrow night. Our Wednesday night doubleheader returns. You can join Murph and Jalopnik.com's Ryan Eric King at 8 o'clock for round 8 of the Horizon IndyCar Series Championship at Kentucky, while Stevie Larkamp and I call the action for the Formula Indy Series as we head to Virginia International at 8:20 p.m. Don't miss it. It'll be a night full of open-wheel racing right here on P1, and we'll be here to bring it to you. Track cams for this race are provided by Whiplash SimCams. Get the most out of your iRacing experience with Whiplash SimCams. To learn more about Whiplash, like them on Facebook or follow it on X and Instagram. Links are in the description. For business inquiries and to learn more about P1 and what we do, like us on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram. You can follow all of our social links on Linktree as well. They are all in the description. So for LGN, everyone here at P1, I'm Gary Gatto saying good night and thanks for watching. And all our men and women serving in the military and as first responders, Godspeed, God bless, and come home safe. Catch you again right here in Gateway for the next race of the IndyCar Oval Series Tuesday night top split on P1. Good night, everybody.